3. Now, this is part 4 of our week 3 of free picks. This will take us up to, let's see, we had 9, 18 plus 16. So that puts us up to 34 picks so far of the 50 for week 3. So we got 8 games right here on the week 3 card. Before we get to just a couple of things, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Free college football picks are updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports. We also have NFL, Major League Baseball, and more. So it's a good time to subscribe. And also, if you would support our channel, like the video, thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Remember, visit Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing our top cappers. Click the link to the hot cappers. Guys like Hollywood Sam, who's been hot. Mindy's hot. Paul, top unit producer on our site for 2022. We've got Ben, who's a top NFL producer on the year right now at Tony'sPicks.com. As you hit the drop-down menu, you'll see that there. He's been on absolute fire in the NFL. We got Collins, who's been tops in college football. I'm the top unit producer right now in baseball for the year. So sign up, click, and get signed up to one of our long-term passes. Of course, you can find our premium picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. Of course, you can see there I'm the top unit producer in baseball. Of course, you'll find our premium picks here at the center of the page. Our best bets, our cappers can designate a best bet of the day for you. One a best bet per sport per day. Only one premium pick per day from our cappers. You can see we've got some up there for you right now as well on the site, so check it out. Of course, you'll see the pick ticker here with our upcoming games. Guys, so check it out there. You can buy them picks individually there on our website. Of course, we like to make note of our promo code. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then the All Cappers tab to get signed up. Also, love to hear from you guys, so you post your picks in the comments below. And we are looking for cappers to apply. Go to Tony'sPicks.com footer section to submit your form. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this one started. Liberty versus Wake Forest, college football pick for Saturday. Liberty 2-0 after their 21-14 home win to UAB. Flames posted 390 yards in the win, rushed for 188 yards and 40 carries. Now first string quarterback Caden Salter hit on 13 of 25 for 202 yards. He ran for 74 yards and a touchdown, but Salter is completing just 55% of his throws. Now defensively, the Flames allowed 241 yards in the game, 43 carries on the ground for 114 rushing. Flames are giving up 5.1 yards per carry on the season. Now Wake Forest, they moved to 2-2 after their 45-25 road win at Vanderbilt. The game saw the return of Sam Hartman at quarterback as he goes 18 of 27 for 300 yards, 4 touchdowns with 11 yards per attempt. In their road win, the Demon Deacons held the Commodores to 294 yards. They did open up play with a 44-10 home win to FCS VMI. Quarterback for a play for Liberty, the major concern, Brewer with the injury and the second string ineffective. So we're at a third string quarterback in this spot. We'll take Wake Forest minus 16. Marshall versus Bowling Green, college football pick. This one goes off on Saturday. Marshall improves at 2-0 with that 26-21 road win at Notre Dame. Darnell Hurd rushed for 50 times for 219 yards in the game. Now defensively, they limited the Fighting Irish to just 130 yards on 37 carries. Texas Tech transfer Henry Colombi completed 16 of 21 for 105 yards and a touchdown. He was an accurate passer at Texas Tech, hitting no lower than 64% over his 3 seasons at the school. On the year, Colombi completing 85% of his passes. Now Bowling Green 0-2 after their 59-57 home overtime defeat to FCS school, Eastern Kentucky. They showed improvement moving the football after gaining 162 yards at UCLA in the opener in defeat. Defensively, the Falcons allowed 420 yards to their FCS opponent with 324 passing yards. Marshall defense has been outstanding this year. Bowling Green giving up 534 yards a game. Bowling Green quarterback Matt McDonald rebounded with better performance at home in that UCLA loss. Remember, the temperatures was over 100 degrees. So the play here will be on Marshall and Bowling Green over 51.5. Mississippi State versus LSU, college football pick. This one is on Saturday. Mississippi State 2-0 after their 39-17 road win to an improved Arizona team. Bulldogs moved the football for 426 yards. Quarterback Will Rogers, 39 of 49 for 313 yards with 4 touchdowns and a pick. High volume passing resulted in 6.4 yards per pass attempt. They defended the run well, holding the Wildcats to 48 yards on 21 carries. Rodgers had a strong performance at home to Memphis, averaging 9.2 per attempt and 450 yards. LSU 1-1 after their 65-17 home win to FCS Southern behind 550 yards. Of course, Tigers opened the year with a 24-23 loss to Superdome to Florida State. Quarterback Jaden Daniels in the loss hit on 26-35 for 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 yards per pass attempt. But he is definitely a rush threat. He ran the football for 114 yards in that game. It is a back-to-back road game for Mississippi State, so that makes it really a tough spot. Remember, their run game has really sputtered this season. Daniels run threat a plus for this home underdog to play here, LSU plus 2.5. Akron versus Tennessee college football pick. This one goes off on Saturday. Akron 1-1 with their 52-0 road defeat at Michigan State behind only 225 yards. Zips were held to just 22 rushing yards on 27 carries. Now, DJ Irons was injured. The Zips went to backup here, Jeff Undercuffler, who went 11-22 for 80 yards. Akron did surrender 498 yards to the Spartans with 262 yards rushing. Now, Tennessee, they're 2-0 after a 34-27 road overtime win at Pitt. The Vols put up 416 yards in the win. Quarterback Hendon Hooker, 27-42 for 325 yards, 2 touchdowns. They did give up 406 yards to the Panthers, 275 through the air. Zips defense struggling and a backup quarterback in this spot. Zips converting only 20% on third down. The play here, Tennessee minus 47.5. Texas Tech, NC State college football pick for Saturday. Texas Tech improved to 2-0 with their 33-30 home overtime win to Houston. Red Raiders gained 470 yards in the win. Quarterback Donovan Smith, 36-58 for 351 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 picks. He did run it 20 times and had a rushing touchdown. Red Raiders defense shut down the Cougars' ground attack and allowed 266 passing yards, with only 20 of 39 passing. NC State comes off the 55-3 home win to FCS Charleston Southern. They did gain 538 yards in that win. They were outgained in the opener to East Carolina. They survived 2 missed field goals late to hold on to that 21-20 road win at the Pirates. Quarterback Devin Leary was only 17-33 in that road win at East Carolina and averaging 6.4 yards per pass attempt. Despite their offensive issues, the Wolfpack defense has played pretty well. Red Raiders' first road game, but they're showing at home against a good program like Houston is really encouraging enough for a spread cover here. The play here will be Texas Tech plus 10. Toledo versus Ohio State college football pick. This one is on Saturday. Toledo 2-0 with their 55-10 home win to UMass behind 411 yards. They beat FCS LSU in their opener 37-0. Quarterback DeQuan Finn completed only 12 of 26 in the win for 177 yards and a touchdown. A dual threat quarterback that has averaged 69 yards a game rushing. He completed just 57% of his throws last season. Now, the Rockets' defense gave up 183 yards, but it's really against 2 weak opponents. Ohio State 2-1 after their 45-12 home win to Arkansas State. They rolled up 538 yards in the win. C.J. Stroud 16-24 for 351 yards and 4 touchdowns. Stroud completing 69% of his throws, 10 yards per pass attempt. Of course, the Buckeyes held Notre Dame to 253 yards and 10 points, but the Fighting Irish, they have to look to be a really down team this season. But Finn's lack of accuracy a concern here. But gotta respect Toledo, what they've done defensively this season. It's held up even against weak opponents. So the play here will be Toledo and Ohio State under 62.5. Arkansas State and Memphis college football pick. This one goes off on Saturday. Arkansas State fell to 1-1. They have a 45-12 road defeat to Ohio State. The Red Wolves held to 276 yards in defeat. Florida State transfer James Blackman, 20 of 34, 188 yards, 5.5 yards per pass attempt, and completed just 59% of his passes last year, set out the final 6 games of last season. Red Wolves struggled on offense last season. Now, Memphis, they're 1-1. They get the win, 37-13 on the road at Navy. They rebounded off a loss at Mississippi State with 506 yards on the midshipmen. Quarterback Seth Hennigan hit on 24-34 passing, 415 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, defensively, the Tigers are holding teams to just 3.4 yards to carry on the ground. The Red Wolves defense allowing 18 yards per pass completion. The play here will be Memphis minus 14. Charlotte versus Georgia State college football pick. This one here is on Saturday. Charlotte fell to 0-3 with the 56-21 road defeat at Maryland. 49ers defense allowed 619 yards in the loss and have played horribly this season, allowing 41 at home to William & Mary, 43 at FAU. Quarterback Chris Reynolds is questionable but did practice on Tuesday as Charlotte had to resort to the third-string quarterback with the backup sideline as well. Georgia State 0-2 with their 35-28 home defeat to North Carolina. They did put up 421 yards on the Tar Heels, running for 235 yards on 54 carries. Quarterback Darren Granger hit on 16-24, 186 yards and 3 touchdowns against UNC and rushed for 75 yards. Panthers have faced some tough competition facing South Carolina in the opener. 49ers defense bad, but the Charlotte quarterback Reynolds is experienced and really can put points on the board. The play here will be Charlotte and Georgia State to go over total of 61.5 points. That was our college football pick show here for today. That's part 4 of so far. So we've got 16 more picks for you guys left to go. We'll have those games for you a little later here during the week. Tony T back with more free picks later.